Well, g'day guys, Steve Collom here. As a music industry pro with my music being used on thousands of TV shows and many leading international brands, today we're going to be listening to Olivia Rodrigo's song Vampire. Now, this is going to be really cool. I haven't seen this. I've heard the song many times. Well-written song and really cool artist. I'm a fan of Olivia Rodrigo, so this is going to be great to check out. She really can deliver the song, and she's a great singer, great performer, and an amazing songwriter. I'm a singer-songwriter myself, so I love and I totally respect the songwriting ability and why these songs are, some of these things just, that's amazing. It just gets me so excited. But then towards the end of the video, make sure you stick around because I'm going to run this through the Collom analyzer where I'm going to pull out some of the lyrics that I really feel are just so powerful and just, this is why we love this. This is why we feel this way. Some of these melodies and the way she performs it, this is why we're fans of her. This is why the song is so powerful, and I'm going to break it down through that Collom analyzer. So just before we hit play, I want to let you guys know if you want to support this channel on a personal level, you can buy me a coffee and you can keep this channel caffeinated and help us go into that next one. But again, thanks guys for watching. Let's go ahead and hit play.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Give the satisfaction asking how you're doing now. How's the castle built of people you pretend to care about? Just what you wanted. Look at you, cool guy, you got it.
So one of the coolest things I think that she's doing so well here, and it's very on purpose. It's a great songwriter here, and so she's got one simple chord. She plays it very soft, and then she sings lots of words. So she's like chord da 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 da. Da, 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 and the chords she's using, and they kind of walk up, but then they go back down, and it kind of leaves you holding. It's very different, kind of standard pop. It just has a different kind of start to it that almost feels haunting. The way the chords kind of shaped and the way she does this is almost kind of haunting. That's why we feel this way about the song right from the beginning, like that, and it gives the signature to the song. The first 3 seconds when we hear this song on the radio, we know exactly who that is and what song this is, and that's what makes this song a classic. That's why this is going to stand the test of time. Let's keep going.
I see the parties and the diamonds. Sometimes when I close my eyes, 6 months of torture you sold, some forbidden paradise. I loved you truly. You gotta laugh at the stupidity, 'cause I've made some real big mistakes. You make the worst one look fine. I should've known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart. You made me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts and sunk your teeth into me. Oh, bloodsucker, dream crusher, bleeding me dry like a damn vampire.
So she has a lot in most of her songs. She has a lot of lyrics, and it's really cool. The way that a lot of her songs are written is she's very conversational. Like, this is kind of like you could have this conversation, and when she's saying these words, we get what she means. If we're sitting over a dinner or a coffee and that person is telling you this, reading the lyrics to you, you get it. It's not like, well, what do you mean? What are you talking about? We're not saying that. We know exactly what she's saying, and this is a trait of a great songwriting, and that's why we love it. That's why it sounds so cool, and that's why we're like, this is really cool. So let's keep going.
Every girl I ever talked to told me you were bad news. You called them crazy. God, I hate the way I called them crazy too. You're so convincing. How do you lie without flinching? And what a mesmerizing, paralyzing, tragic little thrill. Can't figure out just how you do it, and God knows I never will. And for me and not her, 'cause girls your age know better. I've made some real big mistakes. You make the worst one look fine. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart. You made me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts sunk your teeth into me. Oh, bloodsucker, dream crusher, bleeding me dry like a damn vampire.
She's a great piano player. I didn't realize this, but she's an awesome vocalist, great songwriter, great piano player as well. It sounds really good that she's able to hold this down. Now, one of the things you noticed just a little bit before is she stopped playing, and that is such a great thing to do with one instrument and a voice, so kind of two instruments. She's really just shaping this and really crafting and really arranging it. Stopping a chord like that while she's singing gives it a dynamic. It's something changing. It's not just all one thing the whole time. It's something that's changing, and it's just so cool. Cool to hear. Let's go back and see where she stops there.
Never will, and for me, not her. 'Cause girls your age know better. I've made some real big mistakes. You make the worst one look fine. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart. You made me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts and sunk your teeth into me. Oh, bloodsucker, dream crusher, bleeding me dry like a damn vampire.
It's double time now. Or eighth notes there.
You said it was true love, but wouldn't that be hard? You can't love anyone, 'cause that would mean you had a heart. I tried to help you out, now I know that I can't. 'Cause how you think's the kind of thing I'll never understand. I've made some real big mistakes. You make the worst.
Okay, we have to go back to that in a second. But one of the things she just did there, she stops, she pauses, and she lets the silence she's such a great performer. She just lets the silence just hang out there a little bit, and then she starts singing in the right key, in the right notes. She hits the right notes, and then she plays a higher up without the bass notes. She just plays higher. Very cool arrangement on with one instrument, and very cool. Let's go back and hear that as she does that again.
I've made some real big mistakes.
One chord.
You make the worst one look fine. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart. You made me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts and sunk your teeth into me. Oh, bloodsucker, dream crusher, bleeding me dry like a damn vampire.
Wow. Gosh, what a performance. If it feels this good and sounds this good, if it feels, that's the word I'm using, feels, just watching a video, just watching it on YouTube, imagine what that would have been like live. Gosh, that would have just been electrifying and very haunting. Have you on the edge of your chair, edge of your seat. What did you guys think? I thought this was absolutely amazing. I really love this performance, and I feel like every time I watch Olivia Rodrigo in a different performance, I'm like, she's brilliant. She's really, really good. She's an amazing singer, and she's an amazing piano player, amazing writer, and there's it's just great performer. But let's go ahead and run this through the Collom analyzer. So first of all, the melody. I love how she kind of like walked up in that rhythm, in that melody. So she had a lot of words happening, and then she pulls back, and there was constantly this push and pull. So the songwriting is really about, this relationship that didn't work. There was like a real toxic relationship where they were like a vampire. They were sucking the blood out of them. They was just like draining them and just using them, and just the worst kind of relationship. relationship. Some of the lyrics that stood out to me, I wrote them down here, is that I thought it was so cool. The way you sold me for parts as you sunk your teeth into me. And I thought that was a lyric that just really stood out to me because, sold me for parts. And it's like, the first thing I think of as an image is kind of like, it's like maybe some of those sci-fi movies or the robot. It's just like, all right, I think there's one in Star Wars where 3PO or one of them gets sent and they're going to be sold for parts or pulled apart. And that's like, the worst thing, you're being deconstructed, not just ending, being trash. You're kind of being sold for parts, being picked out, and it's very brutal. It's almost like a very torturous kind of way to kind of go or to die. And I love how she puts that in the song and just really brings it to an elevation or brings it to a level of like, a vampire, you're just sucking the blood out of me. It's not even just a nice soft ending, it's like you're just like totally torturing, and I love how that's just such a contrast, and that's why the power of it is because the feeling, everybody knows that kind of feeling, of being in that toxic relationship and that what that person did, and it's like that's just so powerful. I think that's just amazing. I think I'm a big fan of her songwriting. She's an amazing songwriter. I love how she just has those different parts and just turns the song around and twists it around. And the melody, she just totally delivered on that melody. Now the performance, wow, breathtaking. She just really holds your attention the whole time, and I really like how she didn't oversing it. She just kind of kept it real vulnerable and real conversational, and it was super powerful. And now the production, I was blown away at how good she is on piano. Some of those things that she did was very smart and was very genius that she would play in those different parts. Very orchestrated, very, very great playing, very mature, very strong playing. And some of the parts were actually a bit harder to play and sing, and she was nailing the singing and she was nailing the parts. Very, very, very cool. I'm impressed. This is a really, really cool one. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And then again, if you're a singer-songwriter, maybe you're a writer and you want to take your next songs to the next level. Maybe you want to take your singing to that next level. I'm going to give you my free How to Sing Like the Stars exercise program. The link is in the description below. Check that out. You can download for free, and definitely connect with me. Get on my email list and find out when I'm offering courses and different stuff where it's like I can help you get to that next level and work with you, maybe even one-on-one. So reach out to me and love hearing your comments in the chat. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.